Welcome to my class, Atomic Structure, Part 6. In this lecture, you will learn Sommerfeld atomic model, the main postulates of Sommerfeld atomic model. We will learn in this lecture. Children, as you know that Bohr failed to explain the fine structure of hydrogen spectrum. To explain the fine structure of hydrogen spectrum, Arnold Sommerfeld introduced the theory of elliptical orbits. As you know that an ellipse is a shape formed by stretching the two ends of the circle. An ellipse has two axes, a major axis indicated by the red dotted lines and a minor axis indicated by yellow dotted lines. Yellow dotted lines. Sommerfeld proposed orbits to be elliptical rather than circular. You observe this animation, children. An electron revolving round the nucleus is so influenced by nuclear charge so that it is set into motion in elliptical orbits with the nucleus situated at one of its foci. In the diagram, theta is the angle between the line joining the electron and nucleus with the major axis. With the major axis. Observe this animation, children. Here, the electron is revolving round the nucleus in elliptical orbits. In elliptical orbits. Here, black ball indicates the nucleus, whereas the red ball indicates the electron. Indicates the electron. Next, third assumption. The angular momentum of the revolving electron, that is MVR, is equal to kh by 2 pi. Kh by 2 pi. So the angular momentum is said to be quantized, where k is known as azimuthal quantum number, which we will learn about quantum numbers in our next session. And k takes the values from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And another important thing we have to remember, k does not take the value 0. K is not equal to 0. As I told you, k is known as azimuthal quantum number. And the relation between n and k is n by k. The ratio of n by k is equal to length of the major axis by length of the minor axis. The ratio between n and k is equal to the ratio of length of the major axis to the length of the minor axis. When n is equal to k, the orbit is circular as in Bohr atomic model. N and k are related in such a manner that the ratio between n and k, that is n by k, is equal to length of major axis by length of the minor axis. Length of the major axis by length of the minor axis. Observe this, children. For n is equal to 4, k is equal to 4. N is equal to 4 and k is equal to 3. N is equal to 4, k is equal to 2. N is equal to 4, k is equal to 1. It means as the value of k decreases, the velocity increases. As the value of k decreases, velocity increases. That is, as I told you earlier, k is nothing but azimuthal quantum number. Later, it was modified as L. Experimental values proved that k also takes the values of 0. So, now the modified value of L is 0 to n minus 1. So Sommerfeld introduced a new quantum number called orbital or azimuthal quantum number. Azimuthal quantum number. It determines the orbital angular momentum of the electron. Angular momentum of the electron. Its value vary from 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. Let us consider L is equal to 0. L is equal to 0 means it always indicates L is equal to 0 always indicates the orbit is spherical in shape, not elliptical. The orbit is spherical in shape. Next, the possible elliptical orbits are n minus 1. When L is equal to 0, orbit is spherical. The remaining n minus 1 orbits are elliptical. Orbits are elliptical. In the case of second shell, that is L shell, in Bohr atomic model, Sommerfeld introduced one elliptical orbit. One elliptical orbit. In the case of third shell, Sommerfeld introduced two elliptical orbits. In the case of third shell, fourth shell, that is N shell, Sommerfeld introduced three elliptical orbits. Three elliptical orbits. The fourth one is spherical. The fourth one is spherical. So, whatever the principal quantum number may be, we will discuss it later. Whatever the principal quantum number may be, the number of subshells present in each shell is equal to n. Is equal to n. For example, if you consider K shell, only one subshell is present, and L shell, two subshells are present. Among two subshells, one is spherical, another one is elliptical. Okay, like that. So the maximum value is n minus 1. So the minimum value is 0, 0 to n minus 1. So the azimuthal quantum number varies from 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. So modified value of azimuthal quantum number k is L. It takes the values from 0 to n minus 1. Are you clear about that one? So a new quantum number was introduced by Arnold Sommerfeld while proposing the theory of elliptical orbits, that is known as azimuthal quantum number and is denoted by L. It takes the values from 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. So when L is equal to 0 means the orbit is spherical and the remaining n minus 1 orbits are elliptical. At the same time, the azimuthal quantum number L is useful to find the possible elliptical orbits. What are the limitations of Sommerfeld atomic model? Let us discuss the limitations of Sommerfeld atomic model. See, it could not explain distribution and arrangement of electrons in atoms. It could not explain the distribution and arrangement of electrons in atoms. Next, the second one could not explain Zeeman and Stark effect. Sommerfeld atomic model could not explain Zeeman and Stark effect. Next, Sommerfeld atomic model does not give any explanation for the intensities of the spectral lines. It does not give any explanation for the intensities of the spectral lines. One more limitation is, see, K as proposed by Sommerfeld, K takes the value 1. It do not take K is not equal to 0, but it was modified and it may take the value 0. It may take the value 0. Just now we discussed Sommerfeld atomic model also has some limitations. As you know that it is impossible to know the position and momentum of an electron simultaneously with absolute accuracy. With absolute accuracy. So, many scientists made several attempts to reveal the complete structure of atom. Eisenberg, Eisenberg said that we cannot find the position and speed of electron at a time. Electron is not moving in a fixed path. This this principle is known as Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Heisenberg uncertainty principle. If electron really moves in the fixed path, in stationary path, it is very easy to find the position, to locate the position and speed of the electron. But it is not moving in the definite path, in fixed paths. So, this Eisenberg uncertainty principle states that it is not possible to find the speed of the electron and to locate the position of the electron at a time. At a time. After that, de Broglie, with that de Broglie said electron moves in the form of a wave. Electron moves in the form of a wave. Are you clear about that one? So, this is known as what we call it a dual nature of the particle, dual nature of the electron. Are you clear about that one? Now, Erwin Schrödinger, who is that? Erwin Schrödinger developed a mathematical equation to find the velocity of electron. To find the velocity of electron. That is, the velocity of electron in an orbit is equal to minus Zg square by r, which you will learn in your higher classes. Are you clear about that one? So, it is not possible to find the position and speed of the electron. Speed of the electron around the nucleus with accuracy. Okay, next one, at the same time, de Broglie said that an electron moves in the form of a wave. Next, Erwin Schrödinger developed a mathematical equation to find the velocity of electron. After the development of wave equation by Erwin Schrödinger, a quantum mechanical model of atom was introduced. Quantum mechanical model of atom was introduced by Erwin Schrödinger. Let us discuss the salient features of quantum mechanical model of atom. Children, before going to discuss about quantum mechanical model of atom, observe this animation. See, you will find a nucleus inside the atom. See this one. These are the protons, these are the neutrons, and nucleus is made up of protons and neutrons. And observe this carefully. There are various regions are there. Various regions are there. See this one with the different colored lines. With the different colored lines. Electrons are moving in different regions around the nucleus. They are not moving in the fixed paths. Observe this carefully. Okay, there are separate regions are there in which the electron is moving. Few regions are spherical in shape, few are elliptical, and few are, see, oriented along x direction, few are oriented along y direction, and few are oriented along z direction. Okay, these electrons, observe the motion of the electrons. These balls, these colored balls indicates the electrons. The electrons are moving around the nucleus, in different regions, So the region where the electron is moving around the nucleus three dimensionally. These regions are known as what we call it orbitals. Try to understand orbitals. Are you clear about that one? So are electrons are moving in a region around the nucleus in three-dimensional space, in three-dimensional space. Okay, so in these regions or in these spaces, three-dimensional spaces, the probability of finding the electron is maximum. It is highly impossible to draw the real picture and sharp boundary of the electron, sharp boundary of the electron. That's why Erwin Schrödinger assigned the regions round the nucleus where the probability of finding the electron is more. These regions around the nucleus where the probability of finding the electron is more are known as orbitals. What we call them? Orbitals. Are you clear about that one? Okay. Once again, you observe this animation clearly, children. How the electrons are moving with a high speeds, different directions. They are oriented in different directions. They are moving in the regions, in the spaces around the nucleus. They are moving three dimensionally. This concept was introduced by Erwin Schrödinger. So this model is known as what we call it, quantum mechanical model of atom. Quantum mechanical model of atom. Observe this one. This center indicates the nucleus. Observe this one. Nucleus consists of protons and neutrons. Protons and neutrons. And the electrons are moving in different regions around the nucleus. These are all the regions. These are all the regions. Forget about orbits, stationary and fixed paths. Now we stepped into regions that they are nothing but orbitals. They are nothing but orbitals. The concept of atomic orbital was introduced by Erwin Schrödinger in the year 1933. So he assumed electron has dual nature. Electron has dual nature. It means dual in the sense particle nature, at the same time wave nature. Particle nature and wave nature. This animation made you crystal clear about the concept of quantum mechanical model of atom. Quantum mechanical model of atom. Are you clear about that one? Once again, you observe this animation, how fast the electrons are moving around the regions, around the nucleus in with different orientations. They are arranged, these regions are arranged three-dimensionally around the nucleus. Are you clear? Let us discuss the salient features of quantum mechanical model of atom. Erwin Schrödinger in the year 1933 proposed that it is highly impossible or highly difficult to locate the position and angular momentum of the electron at the same time, because as the electron is revolving around the nucleus with a with a high speed. So Erwin Schrödinger in the year 1933 incorporates wave particle duality of matter. He considered electron to be a three-dimensional wave in electric field of positively charged nucleus. Positively charged nucleus. He said electron is not revolving in fixed paths. Why? If the electron revolves in the fixed path, it is very easy to locate the position and the angular momentum. Electron exists in a region around the nucleus. He said electron exists in a region around the nucleus. Forget about all the stationary and fixed paths and elliptical paths. The electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a region. Region is nothing but a space, three-dimensional space around the nucleus. He introduced atomic orbitals. The concept of atomic orbitals was introduced by Erwin Schrödinger. What is an orbital? An orbital is a region in the three-dimensional space around the nucleus, where the probability of finding the electron is maximum. Okay. Now, what are the main postulates of quantum mechanical model of atom? Atom is spherical in shape, no doubt in it. Next, the entire positive charge and the mass is present at the center of the atom known as the nucleus, and the electrons are moving around the nucleus in different paths denoted by the principal quantum number n, and in each path there are subpaths, and there is a region round the nucleus where the probability of finding the electron is maximum. Those regions are known as, what we call them? Those regions are known as atomic orbitals. These are the main assumptions or postulates of quantum mechanical model. Children, let us discuss the differences between the shell, subshell, and orbital. What is a shell? What is a subshell? And what is an orbital? See, shell is the pathway or the path followed by the electrons around an atom's nucleus. Around an atom's nucleus. It was introduced by whom? Niels Bohr. Who is that? Niels Bohr. It was given by the principal quantum number n. Principal quantum number n, or KLMN, and so on. When n is equal to 1, first shell. When n is equal to second shell, that is L shell. When n is equal to 3, M shell. When n is equal to 4, N shell, and so on. And the maximum number of electrons present in a shell is given by the formula 2n square. What is the formula? 2n square. N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. For example, if you want to know how many electrons are present in the first shell, that is K shell. For K shell, N is equal to 1. 2 into 1 square, that is 2 1 ja 2 only. In the second shell, 2 into 2 square, 2 4 ja 8. Okay. In the third shell, that is 2 into 3 square, 18. In the fourth shell, 2 into 16, that is 32 electrons. Okay. KLMN, and so on. So the maximum number of electrons present in a shell is given by the formula 2n square. Come to the subshell. What is a subshell? It is also the pathway in which an electron moves within a shell. The subshell is present within the shell. It is the pathway in which an electron moves within a shell. Next, given angular momentum quantum number, it is denoted by L. It is denoted by L. Are you clear about that one? So, the maximum number of possible subshells for a shell is, that is equal to N. For example, you take the case of first shell, N is equal to 1, K shell, K shell. So, how many subshells are present? Only one subshell is present. In the case of second one, N is equal to, that is L shell. That is, how many subshells are present? Two subshells are present. In the case of M shell, how many subshells are present? Three subshells are present. In the case of fourth subshell, now how many subshells are present? Four subshells are present. Are you clear about that one? So the number of subshells present in a shell is equal to itself only. Okay, if that is K, in the case of K shell, one subshell. In the case of L shell, two subshells. In the case of M shell, three subshells. In the case of N shell, four subshells are present, and so on. So, given angular momentum quantum number denoted by L. Subshell is denoted by letter L. Next, maximum number of electrons a subshell can hold is given by the formula 2 into 2L plus 1. 2 into 2L plus 1. It depends on the type of subshell. For example, you take the case of first shell. In first shell, one subshell is present. So here L value is 0 for first subshell. So 2 into 2, 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 2 1 ja 2. 2 electrons are present in the first subshell. In the first subshell. Come to the second subshell. 2 into 2 1 ja 2 plus 1, 3, 2 3 ja 6. Okay, 6 electrons are present in the second subshell. In the second subshell, and so on. Next, come to the orbital. What is an orbital? It is a mathematical function that describes the wave-like behavior of an electron. Wave-like behavior of an electron. Okay, orientation of the electron. Orientation of the electron. It is a mathematical function that describes the wave-like behavior of an electron. This is nothing but orbital. It is nothing but orbital. Are you clear? It is the region around the nucleus where the probability of finding the electron is maximum. Is maximum. It is given the magnetic quantum number. It is given the magnetic quantum number and is denoted by ML. ML. Next, can hold a maximum of 2 electrons. How many electrons are present in orbital? In orbital, only 2 electrons are present in a orbital. Are you clear about that one? So, don't be panic. I hope I made the concept crystal clear with night animation. I hope the quantum mechanical model of atom is crystal clear to you. To watch my further videos, children, do subscribe and share my videos to your friends. If you have any doubt, please post your doubts to my mail or to my WhatsApp number. Thank you, children. Thank you very much for watching my video.